Shazam is going to be coming out soon. So we're going to be talking about the Shazam movie in this episode. There's not too much information out of it, but we're going to talk about the info that has got out. So joining me in the Wave Rider for this week's podcast is
Shazam, Stuart.
Shazam, Rob.
Shazam, Ross.
And Shazam, Liam. Now, remember, if you like this podcast, then please comment and like it wherever you find it, and subscribe to us on anywhere where podcasts live. So let's start the show.
During the 21st century, comic books conquered the world and murdered everyone's spare time. I have assembled an elite team to hunt comic book stuff down throughout media and to cover their rise to power. Unfortunately, my plan is opposed by general life obligations, meaning instead of daily, we can do this weekly, thanks to something we have sworn our allegiance to: time management. In the future, we ourselves may not be heroes, but if we succeed, we'll be remembered as the legends of podcasting.
Okay, so not much information has really been revealed yet, but the synopsis has come online. According to Collider.com, we now have a synopsis for Shazam, so I'll read it to you now. We all have a superhero inside us. It just takes a bit of magic to bring it out. In Billy Batson's case, by shouting out one word, Shazam! This streetwise 14-year-old foster kid can turn into the adult superhero Shazam, courtesy of an ancient wizard. Still a kid at heart, inside a ripped godlike body, Shazam revels in this adult version of himself by doing what any teen would do with superpowers. Have fun with them. Can he fly? Does he have X-ray vision? Can he shoot lightning out of his hands? Can he skip his social studies test? Shazam sets out to test the limits of his abilities with the joyful recklessness of a child. But he'll need to master these powers quickly in order to fight the deadly forces of evil controlled by Dr. Thaddeus Savannah. So that's the synopsis. Confirms all the information we knew, like Savannah being the big bad in this first movie. And we know the backstory of Shazam anyway. It's a kid who says the magic word and becomes a superhero.
What's that word again? Sorry?
That word, I'm not sure. It's
Captain Marvel.
I think it's everyone on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Shazam! So
we do that while we watch the movie. I'm going to be saying that so much.
They're going to do
so many people. So many people are going to come out of that movie saying Shazam. Like, I really think that this movie it's great that they're finally doing this, and they should have done it sooner because it makes so much sense that this franchise could become such a big, profitable franchise. It's when the main market that they want to appeal to is kids because they spend the most money on movie tickets and toys and lunchboxes and stuff. In this, you have a kid who says a magic word to become a superhero. That's like all these kids, so many kids' dreams to be able to do that. Yeah. And they've got both it's a boy and a girl in it as well, because we also have Mary Marvel in the show. So this is going to appeal to boys and girls. So I really think that this, so long as they do this right and they have fun with it, and they don't make it dark, it needs to be a family-friendly superhero movie. Yeah. This has the potential to be great.
Well, they'll need to go back to the old style Shazam for that. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever read any of the New 52 when they rebooted him and brought him back into continuity after that change in 2012. But that character was the Billy Batson of that arc was a massive a-hole, and kind of as a child anyway. And it took a long time for his character, once he got his powers, to kind of become a hero. Whereas the old style continuity, I'm not too familiar with the character, but what I've read of him, he always seemed to be a kid that was marveled at the fact that he had powers, was going to go out there and do what he could. But yeah, it's I think definitely they need to go down the fun route with this one. It could certainly help a lot with the people that have been criticising Superman for being too grim and gritty. Well, you've got a Shazam who isn't, so we can let Superman be what he wants to be.
Yeah, and I mean, when Shazam, as you guys already know, but when Shazam first came out, he was an alternative to Superman in the comics. He was an answer to Superman, and he actually became a bigger selling comic than the Superman comics did. So he was a huge character way back then, and that version of Shazam is the version that is most famous and is the most appealing one, which is a light-hearted, fun version of him, not the New 52 version. I've got a bunch of the collected editions of the old classic Shazams, and it's great. It's a lot of fun, and I really hope Savannah calls him the big red cheese. Just.
Well, I like Savannah as the villain in this because obviously I do like the old style science heroes and science villains from back before superheroes took off. And obviously he's a mind controlling super scientist. And am I right in saying that Mark Strong's down to blow?
I believe so.
Yes,
which would be amazing.
It should be amazing. He's a very massively underrated actor, and I love him. So it'd be great to see him having it up on screen as a, really sort of hammy villain. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. I think I'm very interested in seeing how the film goes. I hope they do, as you say, the sort of the light-hearted. And I'm guessing that's maybe why they hired that Zachary guy as Shazam, because he. I know everyone's saying like he's too skinny, blah blah. But you can bulk up. It's not difficult to bulk up, and you put a suit on. That's fine. Which I cannot. I keep teasing it online about the suit. I cannot wait to see what they've gone for.
The director apparently is going to release it sometime in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait because there's been pictures of him. I even saw there was a little back and forth between him, like the Zachary guy, and Henry Cavill, because he's like, there's a picture of him, I think, in a car with like a black cloak over him, going underneath this suit.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my Shazam suit, and Henry Cavill's like, "Oh God, I want to see it." And it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I heard a rumor that Henry Cavill, like Superman, is meant to even show up in the movie as a cameo, which would be awesome. I don't know if you guys I'm sure we've all seen it, but anyone like, out there seen like the animated movie? They've done loads of these DC animated movies. This was just
it's more a short. I think it's worth pointing out.
I was going to say it's a 40-minute mini movie where it's Shazam and
the Return
Superman.
of Black Adam.
Fighting Black Adam. Which I mean, I'd be up for seeing that as a film. Have Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam, Henry Cavill in there, and then this Zachary guy. That would be an awesome movie just to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, that maybe,
absolutely.
Maybe number 2 that could happen. I don't care if it's been done and animated already. That would be amazing to see. But I am quite looking forward to seeing Dr. Savannah and how that works out.
We get a reasonably good version of Shazam in the Justice League Unlimited TV series.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and on Young Justice, I thought he was great on Young Justice as well. They played the kid side of him very well because he obviously hung around the sort of sidekicks, the Young Justice team, which were all sort of kids as well. So he was very much like acting like that, and I kind of would want to see him acting like you sort of said in the description there, acting like a kid. So he's going to get his powers in the film, I'm assuming. I don't want him to go out straight away and start saving people. I want him to be like, oh, what can I do? Like, can I do this? What, I punch a wall? What can I break through it? All this kind of stuff. It'd be interesting to see who they'll cast as the Wizard as well, because I'm assuming we'll see the Wizard Shazam pop up as well.
Be Michael Caine.
Maybe. Wow. Yeah.
I think they have cast him. I just can't remember who it is.
I'm sure they have. It's a bit strange. I'd say it's a bit strange because obviously Dwayne Johnson's been cast as Black Adam for years.
Oh, I absolutely love that as a casting choice.
Oh yeah, but he's not going to be in this movie.
No, I think he will turn up. I think they're keeping it under wraps. I think he will.
It would make sense because he's been waiting for so long, and he's like, come on. Finally.
I think that maybe he'll turn up in at the very end of the movie, just as like a tease, maybe a post-credits thing, just to set up for the next one. But originally, because of that animated video of Shazam with fighting Black Adam, I really wanted Black Adam to be the bad guy because I love that cartoon. I've watched that. Really cool. When I saw that, I rewatched it so many times because it's awesome. It's perfect. So I really wanted to see that. When I was thinking of a live action version of Shazam, that's what I was picturing the story being. So
me too.
When they said that Black Adam wasn't going to be in it, I was kind of disappointed. But saying that Savannah's in it, I think is great because you go back to the comics, that is very much like the main bad guy for him is Savannah, so it makes a lot of sense on that. But also, it's nice to get a big bad villain in the movie that isn't just an opposite version of the hero. Like Iron Man, he was against a bad Iron Man in the first movie. Hulk was against a bad Hulk, the Abomination. Superman in Man of Steel was against a bad Kryptonian, Zod. You know, it's constantly just against like someone who is just the opposite version of themselves. This is cool because
this is going to upset a couple of you. But do you think you will actually get to see the kind of confrontation we were hoping for in Batman v Superman? Obviously, I'm not a fan of the Lex Luthor in that. I prefer the evil science megalomaniac guy, and we didn't really see that go up against Superman. But we've got a character that has similar powers to Superman in Shazam, and a science villain that's going to be evil genius. So I'm kind of looking forward to that aspect of it a lot, really.
Yeah, I think that would be very cool. I think Savannah has to have some crazy inventions. Well, not as him as himself
somehow, maybe.
Well, yeah, I mean, he can't go like fight just without any. Well, like on his own, he can't fight Shazam. Shazam's a lot stronger. So he's gonna have to have something. He's gonna have to build something, some crazy invention.
Oh, maybe he somehow controls Black Adam or brings him to the time or whatever, and he's the one that manipulates him to fight.
Oh, I don't think you could do that, because would you want the first time that Black Adam appears for him to just be a puppet for someone else? You want him to be more powerful and more menacing.
They did that recently. I actually watched one the other day. I was watching because my daughter's slowly getting superheroes, like with no pushing by me whatsoever. We were watching Batman Brave and the Bold, which is, I know it's a kiddie version of Batman, but there's actually an episode with Dr. Savannah, Shazam, and then he actually brings Black Adam back from the far reaches of the universe where he got banished to, and they work together to get to the wizard Shazam to try and destroy him. I was like, that's a really cool story, and it's in Batman Brave and the Bold. I was like,
that'd be very similar to what happens.
Yeah, I never really rated that show, but I was watching it, and I was like, actually, that's a pretty cool story. So, but yeah, I mean, it could be something like that. But I sort of agree with Liam. I don't really want Black Adam to be someone's lackey, because he's a great character in himself. So I'd like him to be.
Well, what happens if he tries to control Black Adam and Black Adam is too strong, and he just kills Savannah and then goes after?
Kills him. That's a bit. Okay,
or does I don't know, does something to him, and then he goes after Shazam anyway.
It'd be cool to see. I mean, the thing with having Savannah, unless he gets build some sort of giant, strong robot suit, you're never going to see Shazam actually punch anyone or like use his powers properly, which would be a bit weird in a film where that's what you want to see. So
yeah, they need to show off all of his abilities.
He's a kid that's just got the powers of a superhero. He's going to test them out. He's going to hit someone too hard at a point, and
a bully. I reckon he'll be bullied as Billy before he gets the powers by an older boy, like an older, I don't know, another orphan or something. Yeah, and then he'll go and, playfully try and get some payback, and he'll overdo it, put him in hospital, and then that's when he'll realise that he needs to use his powers for a good whatever.
So, what do you guys think? Like, we haven't heard any news on this yet as to whether he's going to be in this, but do you guys think, and do you even want this character to be in it, Mr. Tawny? Who is the talking tiger?
I don't know.
Who wears a suit?
I don't think they need him. Honestly,
I'd be quite happy if he's testing out his flying ability, and he flies all around the world, and he passes over Africa, and you just see a tiger look up as he flies over. I'd be quite happy with that.
Hello.
Yeah,
little nods.
I'm down here.
Little nods coming would be better.
I would just like that little Easter egg that people know would go, I understand that reference.
Like Captain America.
Exactly.
I understand the reference. Yeah,
it's not down there, Cap.
But no, yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to say, because I'm assuming he'll learn how to do things himself, but to be able to find the Wizard Shazam, and the Wizard Shazam sort of teaches him bits about the history, would be quite cool as well. Because for people that won't know Shazam, they'll be like, well, who is he? How does he get his powers and stuff? Sort of how they kind of did in the beginning of Black Panther, and they do loads of other films. They do like a quick summary of what these powers are and stuff like that. Would be quite.
I would like it cool that he got the powers, because the Shazam stands for all the abilities that he gets from the gods, doesn't he? Solomon, Hercules, and Atlas, and all that sort of stuff. He gets them one at a time, like through like a training. Like after he's decided that he will give him the powers. He gives them one at a time, and he learns them, and then he realizes that okay, right.
Since it's set in the DC Extended Universe, we know from Wonder Woman that Zeus is dead. So I wonder how they're going to incorporate that into the film.
Interesting.
Yeah, because that'd be cool if he joins the Justice League and just these two. You got Wonder Woman and him sort of interacting. That'd be quite cool.
Obviously, they said that Diana's the only god left, isn't she? Kind of spoilers from Wonder Woman there, but so I wonder if him drawing power will affect her in some way, because she's obviously a direct descendant of Zeus. So maybe that's where that's going to come from.
I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, we're early days at the moment. The Shazam movie is scheduled for release on April 5th, 2019. So we have over a year. So there's plenty of time for more information to come out. We know that there is all these casting announcements, so we know that they are in the process of. I think they're actually in production at the moment. Are they?
It just started. Started about a week or two ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'll start to get little bits of more information slowly coming out, including, as you're saying, the costume. They can't keep that secret for too much longer because it's going to be seen at a point, so they might as well reveal it themselves. So, but yeah, we've got over a year until this movie gets released, so it's exciting. It's exciting. We're going to have to wait, but there's plenty of other cool, exciting stuff that's coming out in the meantime that can keep us occupied whilst we wait for Shazam.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, well, that's it for this episode. Don't forget, if you like this episode, please comment. We're on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So find us on there, follow us, subscribe. You find our podcast across anywhere where podcasts live, iTunes podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So subscribe to us, send us messages, send us comments. If you want to send us an email, you can do that at legendsofpodcasting@gmail.com. So that's it from me, and that's it from them. So subscribe, and you'll get notified when our next episode comes online.
Shazam!
Damn it! I was going to do that.